Okay, I'm Surya Acharya. I'm a research scientist at the Lethbridge Research Center. And in the past, I had worked on perennial cereals such as perennial cereal rye. My question in the beginning was whether it would be perennial enough for our environment, because we have very cold temperatures and no snow cover and things like that. That is why my interest was to find out whether there is anything that is perennial enough for our environment. And knowing fully well that perennial cereal rye is an open pollinated crop, I realized that within that population, probably there would be some plants that would be winter survival, that would have the winter adaptation for our environment. Not everything would survive, but some of them would survive. Then I can probably move it in that direction. And lo and behold, when we grew it and did not allow it to go to seed for 3 years, there were only few plants that survived. That gave me the germplasm for moving forward. I intercrossed those and then developed a population that we eventually considered as ACE1 perennial cereal rye.
I'm Dr. Raja Raghupati. I'm the new perennial cereal breeder here. Coming to the program I'm leading now, the group name is Sustainable Cereals. So perennial cereal is one of the component of that group. I also work on winter rye and we call it fall rye, and I'm also developing a new crop called winter durum and winter triticale. And in perennial cereal, in addition to the successful released one of ACE1, that is the perennial cereal rye, we are also trying to develop perennial wheat. It's a long-term goal, but as you know, climate change is inevitable. Sustainability is the main focus of most of the research organizations because it's a long-term vision. And here the idea is to perennialize the annual crop. For farmers' perspective, producer perspective, when you seed once, you can go for 2 or 3 harvests, and especially the biomass yield, dry matter yield is very high. It's giving around 10.9 tons per hectare in dryland condition, and in irrigated almost 11.5 to 12 tons. There is also a seed yield of around 2.5 under dryland condition, around 3.5 tons per hectare. The most important benefit I saw personally is it's resistant to most of the pest and diseases except ergot. So coming to why this perennial cereal, growing annual crop year after year, even though from economic perspective it has a play, but the environmental outcomes are diminishing. These perennial cereals gives the advantage from environmental perspective. They have a very vigorous root system, fibrous root system. This is more than 3 to 4 times denser and deeper. So automatically, the moment you put a lot of root deep, and then it captures carbon sequestration is very high. Also, the deeper root system that improves the water use efficiency, nutrient use efficiency. It brings the plant the capacity to draw water or nutrients from the bottom layer of the soil, which is otherwise inaccessible to the annual crops. So I try to integrate the classical breeding and the genomic tools so that we can reach or tailor the crop we want for the future.